What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. So, few minutes ago, Backlash ended, and a lot of shocking things came out of this event. I'd first off like to say that this was actually one of my favorite pay-per-views in recent memory. I thought it was really, really good. But we started off the show with Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's Championship. So this was a pretty hard-hitting match. There was a lot of athleticism and a lot of really big moves, and it really showed off that Io Sky really could have won this match. Spoiler alert. So in this match, Io was actually really over with the crowd. She was getting, her name was being chanted every single second that the audience possibly could chant for her. And Bianca, it was to the point where Bianca was actually getting booed. Talking about athleticism, this is the part that showed it. Holding Io up with one hand, military press. So the end of the match, Io was about to hit the moonsault, and Bayley and Dakota, they were out there because they came out mid-match, and Bayley was holding down Bianca's braid, so Bianca couldn't move, and then the rest saw it, and that distracted Io so that Bianca Belair was able to hit the KOD for the 1, 2, 3, and still your Raw Women's Champion, and heading on to be, and already, the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era, as it's being branded. This was a really good match. And I think this is going to set off the break of Damage Control. And this is probably going to happen very soon, if not this SmackDown. So, after this, we had Seth Rollins versus Omos. So, there was a lot of pretty big moves that Seth was trying to get on Omos. Obviously, for what it was, I think it was a pretty good match for it being with Omos. I think it's the best they really could have done. The match ended with there was 2 curb stomps, and then Omos kicked out, and then Seth went to the top rope and hit a top rope top rope curb stomp for the 1, 2, and 3, and your winner, Seth freaking Rollins. So after this, it was the United States Championship Triple Threat match, which was actually a pretty good match for what it was. It didn't have a ton of TV time, which was unfortunate, but there was a lot of, bigger spots, I'd say, in this match. I think all 3 men proved why they easily could have won that United States Championship. I'd say, honestly, in my opinion, I felt like Bronson Reed was kind of MVP of this match. So, the match ending came around where Bobby hit a spear on Bronson, but then Austin Theory sent Bobby Lashley to the outside and got the 1, 2, 3 on the already downed Bronson Reed for the win. And, if you want to, add tension to it, I guess, but I feel like, we're at the point where that a lot of his wins haven't really been him, getting the 3 count by himself. Some of them have, but, in these triple threat matches, usually he wins by taking someone else's pin, and I mean, it's clever, but I don't want them to overuse it, because if they're really going in on Austin Theory, then you should have had him hit probably a town down on Bronson, big moment because he's huge or something like that. So, and still, your winner and United States Champion, still, Austin Theory. So after this, we had the SmackDown Women's Championship match. between Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega, hometown girl. So she came out wearing this all glittery outfit with the Puerto Rican flag. The crowd absolutely adored this little girl. And Rhea was getting hard booed by this crowd. There is a lot of I don't know, I guess athleticism and like dodge of moves by Zelina. There's one moment where she hit a 619 and then paying homage to Eddie Guerrero, doing the little shake, hit a Meteora, which was a pretty close, but I guess we all really knew who the winner would be. And still, your SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Bloody Ripley. So, at the end of this match, Zelina was getting a chorus of cheers as she left the match. Rhea was already gone, and Zelina was just standing there taking it all in Puerto Rico. I thought it was a pretty good match. Obviously, I would have liked what happened to Zelina's finisher, Code Red. I haven't seen her hit that in a long time, so maybe she's doing the Meteor as her finisher now. Who knows? So, after this, we had, in my opinion, the best match this entire pay-per-view. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a San Juan street fight. So, Bad Bunny obviously proving that he's not just the biggest or one of the biggest streaming stars. He's also a star in WWE as well. And I think they really proved that. There's one spot where they went out into the crowd and they went through a table. Basically, Damian did his little broken arrow into the two tables off of some crates, and that was a pretty holy shit moment. And then the biggest surprise of the night, Carlito came in. So how this came around is Bad Bunny had Damian in a place, and then Judgment Day came out. Ray comes out to try and stop it, but he's outnumbered. But then Carlito's music hits the loudest pop I have heard probably since WrestleMania. This crowd was really electric tonight, and it was so great to see. So I don't have a picture of it, but after Carlito came in, so did Savio Vega. The LWO came in right after that, and your winner, Bad Bunny, after he hits the Bunny Destroyer. Another really good match was the 6-man tag match between the Bloodline and then Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle. So, Matt Riddle, in my opinion, was probably, I don't want to say it, but probably MVP of the match. I thought his moves were really unique compared to the rest. And he was, like, taking down the Usos, both of them. Like, they were trying to double team him, but he went off. And I thought he did really good. There was one point in the match where because usually in these kind of matches, there's that one spot where everybody hits their finishers. So, I guess Solo, I don't want to say it because it's not true. I, quote unquote, thought that Jay was one of the opposing team members and grabbed him by the throat, but did not hit the Samoan spike as Jay was pleading. And after this, you could really tell that the mood was just different. Solo and Jay were both tagging each other in and kind of like getting a little bit physical with their tag-ins. Like Jay slapped Solo on the chest really hard to tag in, and that played into the match a lot. But the winners were the Bloodline. The MVP, in my opinion, Matt Riddle, did get pinned after a Samoan spike. So after this, I kind of got a little out on this match, but it was the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. So it started off really fast. There was a lot going on here. So while Brock was still like raising his hands, he's like, yes, I'm like it. On his entrance, Cody hits a dive, and then because the match has not started, they start bringing out some weapons that or Cody starts bringing out weapons that he can use against Brock, because apparently this is a really deep rivalry, even though it doesn't really seem like it. So then they got back in the ring and the match officially started. After this point, I felt Cody was kind of getting like really dominated by Brock, until Brock on an exposed turnbuckle got busted open pretty badly. Crimson red mask of blood completely covering him. And then after this, Cody, he hits a RKO or cutter, then a disaster kick, a Cody cutter springboard, and then 2 crossroads, and Brock still kicks out. Cody goes for another cutter, and then Brock hits an F5 for the 1, 2, 3. No 3. He then locks in the Kimura lock, and it looks like Cody's about to tap, but then he shifts his weight on the Brock to roll him up for the 1, 2, and 3, and your winner, Cody Rhodes. This has to happen. I don't know whether the finish is going to determine whether the feud is going to go on longer, but I really hope it doesn't, because in my opinion, it's been a little lackluster. I thought the match was like pretty decent, but there was just like a lot going on, and it wasn't like an insanely long match. Like the Bunny Priest, in my opinion, should have been the main event, as it was a really long match. It was probably like somewhere closer to 25 or 30 minutes. So, in my opinion, this was probably a 9 out of 10 premium live event. I felt Seth versus Omos, I got really out of that match. Omos, I just don't know. He just like really bores me. And he feels so scripted. And he has like 3 moves, and those are the only moves he can hit. That being his little lift up thingy, a body slam, and a choke slam. But yeah, 9 out of 10. Tell me what you guys thought of this pay-per-view or PLE in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.